Greetings, it is your girl Miss M, and it is Tuesday. I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday, even in the midst of anything that you're going through. You are blessed because guess what? You're still live, you're still watching this video, so that means you have internet. I could pull out a positive anywhere. That's my personality, excuse me. Sorry. I got my water right here. I just finished my yoga. I had to take myself down, release from the day. And I highly recommend meditation, yoga, good, healthy meals, all the physical things that you can do to combat any depression. It will help you because a lot of times, it's our perspective, and the way our perspective is created is a lot of times what we put in our mouths. Like if you're hungry, or if you're dehydrated, or if you have too much sugar. If you have kids, you'll see, you give them too much sugar, they're running around like crazy. So if you tell them to do something, are they able to do it? Not as much as they would if they had vegetables. You see what I'm saying? So we have to think on a chemical level as well. But the tip is, because this is Tip Tuesday, when you're dealing with stress and depression, a lot of times it comes from compiling and just packing too much on yourself. So, for instance, if you're at work and you get pissed off at work for something, okay, cool. You get pissed off, you call your friend or you call whoever, and they don't answer your call. All of a sudden, you done took that and said, okay, I don't have nobody, I don't have a good job, now I don't have nobody to call me, do I have any real friends? You see what I'm saying? Then you end up, by the end of the day, you ready to move. Why? Because you have gone from this one, the cause, the job, or whatever it is that you're dealing with, to now, all of these other subcategories, all of these other things. This person didn't answer. What if that person was asleep? What if that person was in a shower? You're not even considering that. You're just thinking nobody's there for me, or it's just how, it's a perspective thing. Honestly, it's how we look at it. Now, I'm not Dr. Phil, and I'm very compassionate that there are people that really do have a chemical, dysfunction, I guess, where that's, I don't know if that's a proper word, but where it doesn't, certain things don't fire off in our brains to give us that happier mood. So my heart and my compassion goes out to you if you're really in that position. But this video is more for someone that is having a really rough day, even a rough few months, rough few weeks, rough few years. It might not be a chronic, a clinical depression thing, but just a bad time. And you notice all your relationships. Hi, Caleb. I'm doing the video. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
If that doesn't make you happy, what will? Right? Say be happy.
No.
As you probably know from other videos, I have 2 kids. So I am a full-time mom. And I do this all day, every day. So I have to keep my mind and body and my spirit on point, because if not, how can I care for them? I'll be flipping out on them every 5 minutes. And that's why I want to make this video, because I know that. I know how it is to have if you looked at my other videos, you'll see I've had to deal with narcissistic abuse. I've had to be a single mom. I've had to do it all. You know what I'm saying? I've moved many times, from here to across country to back to up. It's crazy. People call me, what do you call, a gypsy. Now I'm trying to, with the grace of God, get the stability in my life. And a lot of that comes from my emotions and my perspective. I could easily say this job is bothering me and move, and that's an easy solution. But it's even more, I guess, rewarding to be able to learn how to cope. So this video is to tell you, one, do not let don't let the whole situation overcome you. Take that situation, figure out how you can shift, whether that's forgiveness, whether that's through how we look at it. Like if you have an issue at work, that person threw you under the bus. Rightfully so, you have a right to be angry. You have a right to feel some kind of way. But what do? Do you go in there, angry, upset? You're giving them what they want. You need to go in there with the attitude that, hey, one, I have God on my side. I'm confident. I'm powerful. Not where I'm going to be mean and say I got God, so I don't care what happens to me. No, it's about being humble, knowing God will take care of you and provide for you, and just really, really resting. And that's why I'm so grateful that God has saved me. Jesus has saved me, because before now, I really had to rest on my own understanding. I had to rest on my own provision, and it wasn't sufficient. It didn't help me. It didn't maintain me. It only made me feel temporary relief, but then eventually I'll be like, okay, how am I going to do it all? And then now I have God, and I can say, okay, he said, he promised me he would provide. So he does, and I don't have to worry about my job in the overall sense. I know he's going to provide. He's going to, make sure I have food. He said that in the Bible. He said, don't worry about your life. Don't worry about what you'll eat, what you'll wear. If the birds are fed and they don't sow nor reap, you too will be. What else, Why wouldn't your Father feed you and clothe you? And he knows all your needs. But seek first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added to you. So I'm not trying to preach at you, but what I am trying to say is that we do need God, because he's like that reconciliation from depression to victory. But the practical is, again, how we look at it, our physical, the topical things that we can do in our diet, meditation, quieting our minds, take that extra time at night or in the morning to breathe, and just, try to shift, start thinking differently. When you start thinking, the worst, there's no friends, immediately switch that and say, you know what? Yeah. Immediately say, I might not have friends in the moment, but that's a good thing, because God is protecting me, one, from those that are fake, because he knows I don't do fake, and two, this is a time for me to get to know me and deal with issues that I need to deal with, because believe it or not, as he thinketh, so is he. So if I'm thinking one way, and that means I'm a certain way, I'm going to attract that same type of person. I didn't want to have a relationship. Okay, take this too. Sorry, guys. I didn't want to have a relationship or meet a new guy when I'm fighting, for my sanity with a narcissist. I mean, that's just a disaster waiting to happen, because 9 times out of 10 that person will have some of those characteristics and those ideas, and that behavior, or the opposite, be similar to me, weak, and so whatever. Not that I'm weak, I'm saying back then. So I didn't want that, and I'm glad that I didn't seek anybody in that moment. Now, as I'm stronger and I'm growing, and I'm have a different perspective, and even me, because of that, I was sad about things. I had to really kind of what you call like recalibrate. I had to recalibrate or calibrate my whole body, my mind, my outlook, and look at things from a different perspective and learn to be content or happy with contentment. I'm sitting here like this, and sometimes it gets boring, and you're like, is this life? That's it? You know what I'm saying? But I'm okay with that. Because do I want it to be like this all the time? No, I don't. I don't want ups and downs, roller coaster rides. I like this. I like playing right now. I like being able to come home and it be a little bit of a habit, or you know what I'm saying. So I hope that this helped you. I just want you to know I've been through so many things. I understand. I remember, this one last thing I'll say is, I remember when I was younger, or when I first had my daughter. My daughter's 9, she'll be 10. I first had my daughter almost 10 years ago. I was alone. I didn't have anybody. My narc at the time, I called to get advice from that person. Why did I do that? I don't know. I called, and of course the first thing was, well, you chose to have her, so good luck, because I was really stressed and down and I needed some help. And of course she would lie and say, oh, I'll help you, I'll come down and help you. But then it never happened. So then when I got to my limit, I called, and she just said, well, I had to do it, you need to do it, this is your choice. And I just felt like, wow, that's what you say to your own family member that's down and needs support and encouragement. So I felt like, you don't care about me, I don't care either. And I did something stupid, and I won't tell you what it is, because that's behind me. Maybe I will one day, because I'm not ashamed of my past. But you know what? I did something so stupid that I could have lost my daughter. Not, to death or anything, but like lost her in the system. And it was all because of that conversation. It was all because I took that conversation and used it as nobody cares about me, versus saying, you know what, okay, bye, get off the phone, and try to, you know what I'm saying, get my mind right. So I know how it is to take too many steps and almost not be in a position where I can change it. Thank God I was able to, my kid was okay, everything was okay, and I was able to go back, reverse what I had done. But what if I didn't? She wouldn't be with me today. You see what I'm saying? So just learn, your perspective is everything. How we look at things. Pull that positivity wherever you can. You might be alone, but hey, you got a beautiful home. That's how I look at it. You got a nice car, you got air in your lungs, you got, your heart is beating. You might not, I don't know, you might not have a job right now, but you can read, you can learn some new things. You can get an unemployment, hopefully. If you had to go back home, maybe it's helping you reconnect with your family. You gotta pull that thing out, and don't be a victim of the situation. Now, for those with clinical depression, I'm praying for you. I wish God will heal you in the name of Jesus, because all things can be healed. But that is my final thoughts. Be blessed. This is Tip Tuesday. You can do it. If you're depressed right now watching this, get up, go work out, go take yourself a nice bath, meditate after that, read a nice book, get off the internet. That is the order, okay? That is your prescription for today. And I'm not a doctor, so don't do it. All right, peace. Have a great day.